Do you want to see how everything we've been spoon-fed our whole life about putting all of our money in the S&P and the stock market and how that's better for us is a lie? Keep watching. Jake here with Blue Collar Finance and Home Loans. And I've always had this motto that it's not what you know, it's what you do with what you know. And I want you to see how the S&P compared to an indexed account really pans out, because I get a lot of slack where everyone tells me the S&P returns 10% annualized, blah, 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 whatever. Bullshit. Numbers don't lie. And here they are. Check out this chart right next to me. It is a comparison of someone putting $500 a month into the S&P compared to $500 a month into the S&P index, which has a cap and a floor, which means that 0%, you never lose, and you never gain more than 15%. So at the end of 97, they're at $6,000, $500 a month. That's where you get that. Now the dark blue is the S&P, the stock market, where we're told to put everything, right? Because that's the right thing to do from all these schmucks who are getting rich off of us and been using us all this time. Now you see by the end of 2022, the person who put into the S&P has $398,000 and change. Now that's a great return, don't get me wrong. But look at what happens when you never have to step back because of the indexed account, right? Because this is what they don't teach us, and it's intentional, because the stock market, Wall Street wins as long as your money's there and you're paying their fees. It's not about you, it's about them, and it always has been. Now, when you look at the indexed account, that's the light blue side. You see, starts with the same contribution at $6,000 at the end of 97. At the end of 2022, you now have $517,000. This is the power of never having to step back because the market crashes, based on all the data we know is all bullshit anyways. They've been feeding us lies forever. All that's happened in the past 4 years is now it's getting amplified because we're finally able to see it, and we have more and more people waking up. So which sounds better to you, 398 or 517? Oh wait, there's more. Index accounts grow tax deferred and you access the money tax free. The S&P, you got a capital gains tax, or if it's in your 401k, you're going to pay an income tax on it. So if you pay a 22% tax on that 398, you're only going to have 248. While those who use the IUL and the indexed account are still going to have 517,000. So as I say, it's not what you know, it's what you do with what you know. And if you want to keep learning more about this or see more, follow the channel. If you want to see how it'll help you, book a call. There's a link there below. But these are the things they don't tell you. This is why we've got to start questioning more and more and more. We've been taught not to question anything, but the numbers don't lie. There's a cost for everything, but is the cost worth, what happens if we have a crash like 2022 right before you're getting ready to retire? And now you have to work for another 4 years because you got to regain that. This is why it's not in your best interest, even though they say fiduciary. They come up with all these bullshit terms. They don't care about you. They're just blowing smoke up your ass. They just want your money because then they get paid. Well, that's the nice thing with life insurance. The Rockefellers used it. Disney used it to build Disneyland. This is the rich's toolbox, but they don't want you to know about it because Wall Street has campaigned to corrupt politicians. We all know they are. If you don't, this is probably another channel for you, just by the way. So we can't say certain terms when it comes to life insurance. But every Rockefeller's had a life insurance policy. They all use cash value life insurance because of the tax advantages. As a matter of fact, most of the large banks have a heavy portion of all of their assets in cash value life insurance because of the tax advantages. That increases your financial IQ. That makes everything better for you, not for Wall Street, like everyone else that's out there and just spews all this garbage to you. So I hope you got something out of this. If not, I don't know. Thanks for watching. If so, and you want to keep seeing more and just talking about life in general, be sure to keep following this channel.